கலை ரெடியா நீங்க?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 10:30 will start.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
Morning,
How are
sir.
you, sir? How are you?
Yeah, great, sir.
Very good.
Dasaradan sir, very good morning.
Yeah, very good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I am fine, sir. Good to see you after a long time. How is the health?
Yeah, it's fine, sir. How about you?
Yeah, going smooth.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning,
How
sir.
are you, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hemakumar sir, start பண்ணலாங்களா?
கலை
Yes, sir.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்கப்பா.
Good morning to one and all present here. I welcome you all for the virtual webinar organized by Puducherry Technological University by the Department of MBA students and faculties. I welcome our eminent faculties, Dr. R. Sundaramurthy Sir, Executive Director, Atal Incubation Center and Pondicherry Engineering College. Dr. N. Sivakumar Sir, Head of the Department MBA, Puducherry Technological University. Dr. B. Hemakumar Sir, Assistant Professor, Puducherry Technological University. On behalf of all, I welcome our guest speaker, Mr. R. Dasaradan Sir, Managing Director, Sri Sakti Sambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited. Now I invite Dr. N. Sivakumar Sir to give the welcome address.
Okay. Good morning to one and all. It's indeed a great privilege and honor for me to welcome the gathering for this particular wonderful session arranged by Department of MBA in association with the Institution Innovation Council and IEDC cell of PTU. First, I would like to welcome the chief guest of today's event, Mr. R. Dasaradan sir. He is a founder and managing director of Sri Shakti Sambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited. And when I come across his profile, it's been mind-blowing and outstanding. And he has a very, very huge experience when it comes to various stages of industries. And right now, he's the founder and managing director of his own. So I think he is an asset for today's event and for Puducherry Technological University MBA department for having him for this particular mentoring session. And he has been involved in so many projects. In his profile, we come across like almost he started his projects in the year of 1994 to 95. During that year to until now, he's been involved in so many real-time projects. And so in that way, I'm very, very happy to have such a wonderful mentor for today's event. So in that way, I'm very glad and I wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest and the mentor of today's event, Mr. R. Dasaradan sir. Next, I would like to welcome the director of Atal Incubation Center and convener of IEDC cell, Dr. Sundaramurthy sir, for supporting us in all the activities, whatever we do under IEDC and IIC. He's been very supportive and encouraging. In that way, I'm very happy and welcome him. And I would like to welcome Dr. Hemakumar sir, who's a convener and ambassador of IIC, Institution Innovation Council. So he's doing a very, very great job in conducting so many activities under IIC. So in that way, I'm very happy and welcome Dr. Hemakumar sir. And I also welcome the students of Department of MBA IEV, who've been doing excellent job in arranging all sort of activities of these kind. And they have been the backbones of all these sort of activities. In that way, I'm very happy for them. And I also welcome the students of MBA IEV. In addition to that, I welcome all the other participants from various colleges, various institutes, and various even faculties and other personalities for this particular wonderful session. So I'm very, very glad to have Mr. Dasaradan sir, and we are expecting a great mentoring session from him. So thank you one and all, and have a great day. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I welcome Dr. Horst Sundamurthy, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Very good morning to all of you. Respected chief guest of today's function, Mr. R. Dasaradan sir, Managing Director of Sri Shakti Sambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited. Dr. N. Sivakumar, Coordinator of MBA. Dr. B. Hemakumar, Convener of Institute Innovation Council. Faculty members of MBA IEV, faculty members of PTU, and my dear student friends. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be with you for this event of mentoring session on how to kickstart a thriving startup, to be delivered by an able founder of a startup. When you say a startup, though the word looks very simple, you would understand the difficulty and intricacies of that once you involve yourself in that process. It is not too difficult and it is not too easy also. It is at the end of the day the common sense which prevails and decides the success of your startup. Most of the decisions that drives the success of a startup is controlled by common sense. Starting from financial decisions, starting from decisions pertaining to manpower, starting from the heart of your startup, which is the product or service that you are going to offer. Every element of your startup is very simple and straightforward. And if you do it in a right way, there is no reason why you would have any failure in your startup. After having faced so many people, after having seen so many startups, one thing which is very common in all the startups is, if at all there is one reason why most of these startups have issues at the very early stage, is that they don't follow a lean model. Lean model means to start with your means, to start with something what you have at your disposal, instead of hunting for very expensive resources, expensive or exhaustive amount of funding. Instead, you just think of a lean model. Think of kickstarting something which whatever you have in your hand, whatever is available at your disposal, whatever you have saved in the form of your pocket money, it is always possible for you to test and validate whether the idea that you have in your mind will really work on the ground and it will be successful or not. Later, once that is established, you can always scale it up to any height that you want. It is only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. And people with the right kind of mindset will automatically come and approach you. That magic will eventually happen, irrespective of whether you like it or not. As long as you create value to your customers, as long as your product or a service speak for itself, you don't have to hunt for money or for investors. People will come and approach you automatically. It is only a matter of time. So I would always tell my student friends and the startup community who are come to meet me, start with a lean model. Lean model means keep it simple. Don't hunt for very expensive resources. Don't look for very posh office. Don't recruit 10 or 15 candidates when you really don't know what you are actually going to do. Start with a humble beginning and scale it up as you taste the success. So when you start a startup, you are, all in all, Agaraja, I would call it as, you are the sole person responsible for the success of your startup. You are the single individual who should be the technical person, marketing and sales person. You should also be doing your financing component. So you are the sole person who would be involved in all the other components of your company, and you virtually have hands on all the components of your company, and eventually you build your team. So when this topic of how to kickstart a thriving startup comes, nobody else could have been a better person for this topic, none other than a founder of a company who has already gone through all these troubles, and he has stabilized the company in a very successful manner. His journey as a startup founder would give you deep insights pertaining to what you should be doing, and more importantly, what you should be not doing, or something that you should avoid as a startup, is very, very vital if you are aspiring to be a startup founder in future. Our life is very limited. We cannot experience everything by our own experience. It is always better you learn from the words and the wisdom of other able people. And this is one such event which will throw you some insight about how you should be doing or what you should not be doing when it comes to kickstarting a startup. Mr. Dasarathan sir is an able entrepreneur, a founder who has kickstarted his venture on renewable energy. He is doing products on solar related stuff. I know him personally, and he's a good friend of mine because we both carry same passion, same thought process, and we are equally passionate in what we do. One thing which I really love with Dasarathan sir is his wide smile whenever I meet him. Second is his real thirst for make in India. He really hates buying product from abroad. He really hates importing items from China. He really wants to thrive and make something to do within our country. And that is something which we share in common. At this juncture, it is my privilege to welcome Dasarathan sir. He is a big asset. In fact, he is one of our incubatee as well. Though at this point in time, the services that we offered to him was very limited with the limited manpower that we have. I'm sure we would collaborate and exchange huge amount of value proposition in the future days to come. You as students can talk to him, can engage with him, collaborate with him, learn from him by providing some value to him. When you go and meet somebody, you should first of all think what is the value that I can create for this particular individual before you expect something from him. Tell him that I am good in doing this. I can do bookkeeping for you. I can do marketing for you. I can do some kind of social media advertising for you. It can be very small. It need not have to be big. So share your skill set with him. Tell what is the value proposition that you can create for him. Associate and collaborate with him and learn from him. He is a very able and experienced entrepreneur who can give you deep insight about what you should be doing and what you should not be doing as a startup. I congratulate the organizers for inviting such an able personality for this particular event. And I am extremely happy and delighted to have Dasarathan sir for this particular meeting.
Thank
Once
you so
again,
much.
extend a warm welcome to you, sir. With these small words, I hand over the proceedings to the organizers to proceed further. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Now we are honored to introduce our guest for today's event, Mr. R. Dasarathan, sir, founder and managing director of Sri Shakti Sambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited. His educational qualities like he completed his AMIE in stream of mechanical engineering at Institute of Engineers in 1991. He graduated from Annamalai University for MBA in financial management in 2002. He also pursued his MTech in stream of mechanical engineering at Pondicherry University in 2010. He is also a certified associate in project management and a project management professional from PMI USA. He is a senior level project management professionalist and a business professional with about 25 plus years of experience in construction and business management. His industry profile includes a vast variety of industries, including a proficiency in solar and renewable energy, heavy civil, engineering, procurement and construction, and turnkey projects, power and energy sector, bulk material handling systems, and pipeline projects. He also has great expertise in contract management and risk management too. He designed, developed, and introduced conveyor assembly and bin complete to labor and cement feeder, thereby saving precious humans' life from fatalities. He also developed and marketed several renewable energies. His proficiency includes RCFA tools and etc. His areas of expertise includes project execution, construction management, project planning and control, renewable energy and power plants generation BOP, contract management, oil and gas refineries, cement plants, cross-country pipeline projects, bulk material handling systems, pipes and belt conveyors, heavy machineries, health and safeties. Some of his masterworks are he has successfully managed large constructional projects of value over 200 crores and some large industrial projects of 30 crores and 50 crores. He managed the process of contracts for World Bank, Lafarge, FL Smith, etc. And coming to his professional experience, he was a deputy general manager in Larsen and Toubro. He was a functional head at PMO in Lafarge India Private Limited, deputy general manager at HCC. He was a PMO head of multiple projects. He was a strategic manager at AL. He was a vice president at Chennai Radha Engineering Works Private Limited. He has worked in India, Tanzania, Bangladesh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Gulf countries. From this, we can be 100% sure we are waiting for kind, extremely informative session. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Dasarathan, sir, to take over this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Sundaramurthy, sir. As he really said, it's a very close friend of me. Many times we had a discussion about the lean model, which we also started with the lean model. And first, I thank you to all people, all faculties, and the PEC Incubator Center staff. Can you start presentation, Sai Asha? Sai Asha, please start
Yes, sir.
presentation. We started our organization, Sri Shakti Sambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited, in 2019 mid-July. We have initially had about 5 projects, 5 viable projects, and we conducted a serious survey before starting this organization, like hydraulic hoses factory and energy-based company. There are paper bags and some healthcare unit, healthcare manufacturing units like that. In that, we found a very viable and effective business scope is available only for this energy company. It's a very big gap is there. So we started our energy-based company, particularly in the sector in Pondicherry and Kadalur segment. This area having this reputed organization, these reputed organizations are not available. Are only 2 companies in Pondicherry doing this business. And with my experience in energy products, particularly in power plants and power transmission exposure, I started this company. We have 3 directors, one Meena Dasrathan, another one is D. Bharati Kannan. We started this company with starting investment of 20 lakhs. Sai, you started the presentation? I'm not seeing that.
Presentation started, sir.
It's
It's
not
visible,
seeing, not receiving. How to see your presentation?
present கொடுங்கம்மா.
Ma, share the screen and give in full screen mode.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's visible, sir. Is it visible to you, sir?
No, that's Innovation Council is visible.
Screen is visible, sir. Whether it is visible to the
How to
participant?
change to Sai? It is showing Innovation Council. Sai, how to shift your screen?
Is it visible now, sir?
Sir, can you please pin the screen, the presentation screen?
It's pinned actually.
Okay.
Now it is unpinned. I have pinned it.
One second.
Whether it is visible to all the participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible to the
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, you are muted.
Sir, muted.
2019 we started
Whether the screen is visible,
organization.
sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay.
And
Thank you, sir.
unfortunately or fortunately, in 2020 February and March, we encountered a lockdown, COVID lockdown. It is a very big experience for us. In the first year itself, we encountered this issue. About 8 months, 4 months was lockdown. To restart again, it took another 4 months. So absolutely 8 months was no sales. But with my experience, the similar situation happened in 1996. Industry was very slow down after globalization. L&T is supposed to hive off the people, about 50% people they have to reduce, but they have not reduced. They told us to start planning for the next coming months, next coming years, and do redesign the construction management programs and scheduling, all those planning and designing they initiated. The same procedure I adopted in 2020-21. In the lockdown period, we seriously analyzed the renewable energy market. So everything is occupied by the China, but why can't buy India? Then this thought I got, and the immediate requirement I found two area. One is LED system, which is so far completely dumped by Chinese people, and another one is solar street light. It's completely everywhere the China products only available. Then these two products I took, and we done research and developments, and PEC also, Pondicherry Engineering College professors also personally helped me, particularly Dr. Sundaramurthy and Dr. R. Ananda Nadarajan, Professor Dr. R. Ananda Nadarajan, both helped me to bring a 100% indigenous solar street light. We are the first company in India brought 100% indigenous solar street light in the month of September 2020. After we brought into the market that product, then immediately the other manufacturing companies also brought into the 100% indigenous products. Still, there is a vacancy for 100% indigenous solar street light and 100% indigenous LED bulbs. And I want to say thanks to Incubation Center. We are jointly developing AC/DC inverter bulb drivers and one micro inverter. That is a micro inverter. In the world, the only one company available is Enphase India. Now we are developing, it is in final stage, I think. A couple of months or within 4 months, the product will be launched with the support of Incubation Center, R&D Center. The another one is for farmers, rodent repellent. This is also in final stage. Coming season, it will be introduced. These three products are very innovative products from Pondicherry Engineering College. Our main success factor, with my experience, there are many success key factors we have. In that, the organization life cycle, I teach every staff and every known people about the organization life cycle, how it will save us, and how the kind of COVID lockdown situations, how it will save our organization, our company. The other one is branding and the process to identify potential customer. In solar and renewable energy, identifying the potential customer itself is highly challengeable. The final one is a business model canvas. This is also one of the important key factor, which is very essential to become a company's to success in this kind of COVID lockdown situations. Next, ma. Next slide, please. Yeah, this organization life cycle. Put the organization life cycle. Shift into organization life cycle, please. So this is the organization life cycle, how the organization starts and how the organization ends its life. Which this particular part I learned from IIM Ahmedabad, training given and sponsored by L&T. When I was a senior manager, organization has sent me, L&T has sent me to training, 15 days training to IIM to nurture their managers. So in this, if you see the organization, how it starts, courtship, I take little time to teach this. People can understand easily. The courtship means it's a mind thought process. I want to start my company. There itself, people surrounding to us will feel, "Arey, aap log ka this will not function. You can't start the company." That's all. The offer is closed. The company is closed. The startup company will be closed in the courtship itself. This is called offer. Filling the startup at the upper stage itself. Okay, we overcome this courtship and it became infancy. Infancy means very child. So, child, how it is very risky to grow up to 4.5 years. That is 5 years. That is called infant mortality. So, usually the infant mortality happens 3rd year or 5th year. Any company crossing 3rd year, that is after filing the 3rd IPR only, is eligible to get all kind of supports from the government. This is the still current situation. The bankers also will respect us. The 3rd year is very, very important, and we are running now with the 3rd year. So 3rd year turnover, 3rd year business, how we perform, all it is very, very important. But this year also we encountered a 4-month lockdown, 3-month lockdown, and 1 month starting again initiation period. So the infant mortality will happen within 5 years. So once the company is cross 5 years, definitely the company will be in a good shape. Easily it can save. But even after infancy also, we crossed now infancy actually. Physically we crossed our infancy situation. Now we are in go-go situation actually, because our seriously our team is working and supports from tech incubation center and marketing associates, and we have overcome this infancy mortality stage now. So go means in there the founder may be vanished, or founder may become incompatible with the business, or he may get trapped with the family traps, family members. So the mortality, the end of the organization also, companies, startups also will happen at the go. Then if you cross that go, the founder is well and the family trap is not happened, then it became an adolescence stage. In the adolescent stage, unfulfilled entrepreneur will happen. That is, entrepreneur may be having the vision of bringing we have a vision to bring 24-25 as a LLC company, limited company. So this is our short-term goal, short-term aim. If it is unfulfilled, or he is not able to fulfill or going across, then it became a divorce. Our company may be get divorced. And another one is premature aging. Enough. Whatever earned is enough, then we will go for the peaceful life. If such a situation happens for the entrepreneur, then adolescent stage is the end. If you cross the adolescent stage, then prime stage will happen and stable will happen. Aristocracy also will happen. Aristocracy is little downtime started, and recrimination. Recrimination means the entire organization members will think we are big, but they are not big. There is a competitor also growing parallelly to them. So the ego will be started at the recrimination stage. Even in aristocracy stage itself, ego starts. So I can cite examples, many examples. One upon a time, this Power Grid Corporation, ONGC, Air India, all have this aristocracy stage. Now what happened? The competitor aircrafts are doing well, but Indian Airlines, maybe it's in a controversy argument, but even though financially they are not doing well, but social addition is there. Next one is bureaucracy. There are many companies in the bureaucracy stage itself will encounter it. The many consultancy companies will not cross recrimination and bureaucracy level. We can say Indian Engineers Corporation and IIT is also in bureaucracy. They say we are big, but that is not like that. There are many institutions doing good. So this is the organization life cycle. I teach this for 1 week to my employees. Every new employee come, I teach this. So they also will be saved and they also will save us. So this is one of first my success factor. So by understanding this graph, by understanding this organization growth strategy, so they can able to deliver their efficiency, they are able to deliver their full performance to us, towards us to save or to develop our organization. Next slide, ma'am. So this slide I learned from IIM in the year of 2004. Next slide. 2 days back, I had a very big, wonderful experience. I was traveling towards the south from Kadalur towards Kumbakonam to attend a customer meeting in this car. From Sirgari Puttur, one car is chasing us about 15 kilometers up to Sirgari. 15 kilometers they were chasing us. So I thought there's maybe group of people are driving and chasing us. Then in the Sirgari, they overtook us and parked in front of our car. And I asked, what do you want? Why you are chasing me? Then he said, sir, we need solar system for our agricultural field and we need solar system for our home. We found your advertisement in the car, so we took our car and chasing. So branding is one of the important factor to bring our startups to in a market position. We used to call a market positioning. So to position our startup into the market, so branding is very, very important. So branding starts from us, not from the employees, start from the entrepreneurs. Then it will be transferred to the staffs. It should be as a culture. Branding should be started as a culture. And trademark registration with the logo and using the trademarks, practicing. Next slide, next slide. And practicing and using our brand vigorously. Culture, making this brand as a culture and using the best practices in the world along with our brand. This is very, very important. Now, people in India level, in the solar, they know me. Within 2 years of life, within the 2 years of this business, even in the lockdown situation, if you talk to any solar people, they know about Dasarathan, they know about Sri Shakti Shambhavi Renewable Energy Private Limited, particularly our logo also they know very well. So this is very, very important. So branding is giving very good information, very good support for us. So branding is one of the important factor for our success factor, for our success. The third one is they identify the potential customers to reaching them. We have made initially we spent a lot in the advertisement. Lot, about 3 to 4 lakh rupees we spent in the advertisement, but we are not able to reach the potential customers and the correct team, correct people, we are not able to reach. Very, very few results only has come. The strike rate of solar business is less than 1% usually, but our strike rate is 2.5%. That means if you send a quotation for 100 numbers and about 2 to 3 people, we convert as a sales. But strike rate in the industry is less than 1%. So this we are reaching, this we are achieving through branding as well as best culture and best practices methods. And we now, after spending so many experiences, so many amount, efforts in our business, we found only these 4 items only is benefitable for us. Maybe some more 1 or 2 may be available, but these 4 we are concentrating now. Creating a dealer network. We have created a dealer at Pondicherry. We have created a dealer at Tiruvannamalai. We have created a dealer at Chenji. We have created a dealer at Chidambaram, Sirgali, Trichy, some at one person at Coimbatore. Like that, we have created a dealer network so that every dealer like us, they are following and they are reaching to the people. So our brand as well as our network is getting expanded. So our customer also feeling better. But creating dealer only will not support. We have to take we are taking their burden also. We are taking their burden also. We are doing their advertisement and we are incorporated their names in our website. All those things, we are giving brochures. Through this, we have created a network and we are getting their business through them. And carrying them, sharing their load also. And digital marketing, we recently entered SEM and SEO, we started following. This we learned from Loom Solar. Loom Solar is having strong SEM and SEO. Though their product is not a cheaper one, it's a very costly one, but they have a market share of more than 15% of the market share in domestic solar systems. Only through SEM and SEO, then we also started digital marketing, SEM and SEO. We made a consortium arrangement with one company at Chennai. At Chennai, we made a new alliance. That is, any business coming through SEM or SEO through digital marketing, we are sharing our profit to them so that mutually we grow. The fourth one is making alliance with similar organizations. We made alliance with Loom Solar and Kirloskar Solar Network, Solar Technologies Private Limited. So their same platform we are moving. So it is helping us to grow our business in solar side. The another one is we are continuously we are concentrating for innovative products, solar street lights and the solar park lights, and some of the innovative products you can see in the final presentations. Next slide, ma. Sorry, next slide. Yeah, this building business plan and BMC, building business canvas, business model canvas. This is also very essential for the third year. This is also very essential for the third year of the organizations, because next year we are going to seek some bigger help from the financial institutions and government agencies, government sectors. So they concentrate morely on more on only for this business model canvas. If we have this tool readily, then business expansion will be very easy. So we are doing now this business model canvas, and we started implementing. In this you can see key activities. First one is key activities. What is our key activities and key resources? We will share this slide to our participants. Value propositions, all this time-taking process, but we developed now. And cost structure, what is our cost structure, how much we are going to spend, where we spend. It is complete planning, business planning. And the customer relationships, who is our customer segments, what are all the segments, which component, which part, which our product is going to which customer area, all the customer segments, distribution channels, and revenue streams, where we get revenue. All this incorporated in one slide. And sorry. So this slide, this business model canvas, as well as X matrix. These two, X matrix also very, very important. Open X matrix, ma. X matrix, please. Yeah, this X matrix. So this is one of the X matrix. Dr. P.S. Kumar is our consultant for our marketing consultant. We recently appointed Dr. P.S. Kumar from Chennai. So this is the X matrix. X matrix means what is the activities, where, what is our key KPI, how we are going to do, who is responsible, what is our key result areas, and the executive action plans. Everything will be covered in this. Let's come to slide, please. So this is one of the important one. This BMC and X matrix is very, very important for us. So for third year. So startup companies has to concentrate in this also. This is our key success factor, going to be a key success factor for this third year. Next slide. This is our 5-year annual plan. I already told in 24-25 we want to become a LLC. At least 2025 is our concentration to become a LLC with 250 crore target. This year we are concentrating 5 crores and continuously we are developing with action plan 5, 20, 50, 100 and 250. So this is our 5-year plan starting from this year. Next slide. So our mission statement, if you see our mission statement, if our activities not having social value, we will not do the job. We are committed to provide services and solutions with the social value and to deliver them at the right time. So social value is very, very important. This is giving branding for us. So simply we will not sell our solar products. We assemble, we customize, we design, and we will install. We will not use any ready-made product for our organization or for our sales. Without social value, we will not give any product. This is our main mission, our aim. So all our products having some kind of social value, which brings branding for us and which bring our growth. Next. So this is our first innovative product, and we are about 8 companies in India. We joined together after this COVID lockdown. Before COVID lockdown, people used to import this unit from China at the cost of 12 lakhs, 10 to 12 lakhs. But we manufacture this unit. We manufacture this unit, all 8 companies across India. Now it is available with 100% Indian product and at the cost of 4 lakhs to 7 lakhs. So between the capacity, with respect to the capacity, we are doing this. This is our first baby. You can say this is our first baby. This is a mobile solar street light. Next. Next slide, please. So some of our new products. This is also not ready to use product. This is customized product. Our first project. This is our first project. 6 kilowatt in one doctor's home. No drilling or nothing is there. We directly placed and it crossed one cyclone also. So very stable, and it is giving 4.25 to 4.5 units per day per kilowatt. Next slide. This is our innovative products at Chennai. This is also our innovative products at Chennai, and one hospital, one complex. Next slide. This is one hospital and one complex, 20 kilowatt. Next. So this is 20 kilowatt in shopping complex project at rectification project. We done rectification. It was collapsed in the cyclone and we rectified. Now it is safe now. Safe level. Next. So this is our container office. This we got order, verbal order from Tata Consultancy, Tata Realty. We are going to do this year, maybe within 4 to 5 months. It is a container office having this kind of solar power independency is there, and all kind of office networks will be inside. Next. The solar power bank also, we are planning. One small solar power bank already sold with 1100 VA capacity, that is 1100 kilowatt, 1100 watts capacity. This is bigger one we are planning now. Next, this is solar model, solar tree model we are planning. We are making tie-up with Raj Paris Builder and Chennai. They are interested for this product. They will fund for us to develop this product. Next, the same proposed solar tree, another type of solar tree. Next slide. So it will be implemented in the park, solar IT parks at Chennai. Next, this is mobile solar generator with a 15 kilowatt. This is placed in a trailer trolley, that is trailer trolley, and it is going to be as it is going to be now every panchayat union will have one, at least this one. If any panchayat union or any city having this one or two, they need not to worry about the natural calamities and power, water and minimum electricity can be given through this. We are discussing with the MNRE to implement across India also. We are seriously discussing with this product. Next one. This charging stations. NLC is interested now. Neyveli Lignite Corporation is interested now. We are going to place in their research center. Cost negotiation is going on. Next. So this is our first mobile solar generator. In the lockdown period, we developed. This is 1.5. This is 1.4 kilowatt model. Power independency. This is more suitable for construction companies and the small farmhouses. Next. So this is another product we developed, which is most suitable for staircases. And so I want to say one thing. We got 3 greenhouse projects. Okay, greenhouse projects means in the construction level they reach us. So if they reach any construction company, implement the solar, they can save. We estimated that 300 rupees per square feet they can save. Easily they can save per square feet, 300 rupees construction cost they can save. So they need not to do wiring of complete housing outside the circumferential housings and all, staircases, balconies, all those things they need not to do. So with like these types of independent solar lamps, they can very well illuminate and the compounds. They need not to lay the cable and switches, hardwares for compound wall lights, street lights, solar street lights, all those things the construction companies and the customers can save. This kind of project, we got 3 numbers. One building is in final stage now. Automation is the record, for which we are started doing now, home automation, along with Havels. Next slide. Thank you. Any questions, any interactions, any doubts you have, please?
Sir, we had a question from the chat window.
Short window.
Yes, sir. One person, Karunendra Pradap Singh, he has asked as of now, solar panels have only 15% efficiency. So is there any way we can improve the efficiency of solar panels?
First thing, what is efficiency of solar panel? People understand what they understand. See, the amount of light energy falling in particular area of the solar panel. So the solar panel area means the width of the solar panel is 4 feet and 6 feet long. So in that area, the light energy falling and converting this light energy into a electricity energy. This is called the efficiency. Now presently 24% is available. 23 to 24% is available. But there are certain this pro-state energy levels, and the Tesla also introduces some improved efficiency. Up to 26% they achieved now. So beyond that, it will take time. Hydrogen cell and the solar combined process, they are reaching at 60%. It is in testing level only. I think we need not to worry about this percentage because in India there is abundance of lights available. The New Zealand, Scotland, Switzerland, and some of our Ooty, Kodaikanal, and the rainfall area of Kerala, those areas they have to worry, but they can shift into a bisectional solar panels, 23% efficiency, or monocrystal panels, they can shift, they can go towards that. The main concern for solar is the area occupied. That is important one. But the solar tree like arrangements will give benefit for us, benefit for customers. I think I try to give answer for this 15% efficiency. Right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, I have one more question. One of my actually, I heard that like solar cookers, they are producing in northern India. They cost around 3,000 or something. The same product is also in Pondicherry. It is costing way around 10,000 or 9,000. Do we actually turn up for that product also, sir? Solar cooker, do we have a demand in Pondicherry? Just I wanted to know.
You are the new generation.
Okay,
You
sir.
might not done in your school days the project.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sundaramurthy sir and myself are done our projects in +2 and +2 projects. And a degree level project also we carried out. There is a lamp black method. We burn a lamp with castor oil. We capture some lamp blacks over the leaf and we apply the black into the one plate and we place in a sun ray. We got some sorry heat. So this is that heat can be utilized for any other purpose. This is the project we carried out at the physics subject in 10+2. Now I think it is not available that project for the school. So if the solar cooker is not a new project, it's the old version only. It was more than 40-50 years available in the operation. In North India, it is 3,000, 5,000 rupees only. I don't know why Pondicherry is having 1,000 rupees. When they are able to create at 5,000 rupees, why not buy us in Pondicherry for 5,000 rupees? I also having one model here. I got from Gujarat at 5,000 rupees only. The main reason is bulk sales. How many home at Pondicherry having this solar cooker? I don't think, one or two maybe. So he is not having a sales volume, so the price is more. If having a sales volume, definitely he will bring down to 5,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees what available in Gujarat. The manufacturing cost is stagnant due to the sales, poor sales. People not aware about that. And also, their cooking style is different, our cooking style is different. We used to cook sambar and rasam, which is very difficult in solar cooker, that model. We can cook fried rice, we can cook rice, we can cook raw dal rice, even mixed vegetables we can cook without damaging their ingredients, vitamins and all. You can cook very well. But sambar and rasam is not possible in that solar cooker. That is the reason solar cooker is not familiar in Tamil Nadu. I hope government of Tamil Nadu is taking some steps. They announced in the election magazine that they will give one solar cooker to one ration card in this 4-year period, 5-year period to each people, each home. When it creates that will create a awareness. Hope so. The volume, when the volume increases, he also will reduce the price. The manufacturing cost is not issue when the volume comes. You understood what I say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, one question I wanted to ask for the participants, like from your experience, what are the 3 things that a startup should be doing to have a thriving startup during the initial period, and 3 things that they should not be doing at any cost during the very early stage? Sir?
But the experience which I encountered, in the first year with the lockdown, really, I was in infancy stage. Someday I thought to go back for the employment. Again, going back to job. Somehow I revert back and stayed in running the business. And all your support, this lean model, you said, this is one of the important lean model only we implemented, and we are staying now.
Good morning, sir. Sir, can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have installed a 5 kilowatt solar power plant in my residence rooftop system. The problem that I face is every month the dust gets accumulated. So once in a month it has to be cleaned. So do you have any coating for the solar cell so that there won't be any accumulation of dust?
Coating also available, but don't go for coating. Coating is there is an issue in the coating that light refraction. So light energy, the efficiency of the panel will come down.
Okay.
Instead that, put a nozzle, spray nozzles, and collect the water. Don't waste the water, and put back into the rainwater harvesting system separately for this, and put back into the ground the same level, same water level, or put back into the water well and reuse it.
Okay.
So sprayer is one of the important one. Recently, I went to site survey at Chinnasalem for a rice mill, which is having a sticky type, dust, and we suggested that to put a spray nozzle on morning and evening cleaning, automatic cleaning systems. But that is not necessary for the residential house. Just install a sprinkler systems with separate 0.1, 0.2 horsepower motor, water pump motor. That is enough. Most of the houses having this. And once in a week time, we can clean it with a simple mop method. 5 kilowatt means only 16 panels. Easily it can be washable, mopped by the sponges. Our main issue is not a dust. Our main issue in South India is the bird extract. That need cleaning. Bird extract is the issue, not the dust. Dust will be going away. If the panel is installed at 13 to 15 degree inclination, dust will not accumulate, sir. So this is very important. Just check your panel inclination, whether it is 13 to 15 degree.
But it is not in the direct.
13 to 15 degree or more than that.
No, 15 degrees, but it is not oriented towards the south or north. It is oriented towards west. So
Why?
that is a problem. No, it was a shed actually.
Okay, but elevated structure, you can do it in the shed also, sir. There are structures available. Even in the western side also, we can make it up in north-south method. There are structures, special design structures available.
Okay.
With that help, we can make it up. See, one thing, sir, I want to give limelight here. Why our earth is inclined 22.7 degree in north-south? Anybody thought towards that? What is the reason behind it? Our earth globe is inclined in 22.5 degree. No, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Why it is inclined?
That reason is not known, but only because of that we
The
are
main
getting
reason,
reason.
the main reason is to particle movement. The main reason is particle movement and to maintain the magnet level. That is the earth attraction force, gravitational force level.
Okay.
For the reason only that the gravitational force will allow to move the particles from one place to other place.
Okay.
You say that is why latitude and this 12.5 degree to 15 degree inclination towards north south is very, very essential. That will prevent the dust accumulation over the panel if not sticky.
Okay.
So but put your water jacket, water sprinklers and collect it, sir. That
Okay.
will save.
Okay, sir. That I will do, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dasarajan sir,
Yes, sir.
we have one more question from the audience. So they have asked like, sir, I have heard that we cannot use normal electronic equipments like air conditioners, refrigerators using the solar panel. We have to change the equipment according to that. Is it true?
It is not true. It is not
Okay.
true. See, just think two factors we have to consider. One is the starting current. Inverter ACs are having very less starting current, whereas normal air conditioning machines having a high starting current. We have to implement such kind of starting current capacity panels. For example, for 1.5 ton normal AC and 1.5 ton inverter AC, there are two air conditionings are there. For non-inverter conventional AC, we record 3 kVA. For inverter AC, we record only 1.5 kVA. The capacity is off only because of the starting current. So if we convert from normal AC into inverter AC, that is good, and energy savings will give benefit for us. So this is what government is saying. Go for energy conversion, energy conservation techniques, and change your old high energy consumption home apparatus into the new apparatus. For example, another example I can say, this normal air conditioner consumes 8 electrical units for one night operation, whereas this 1.5 ton inverter AC consumes only 4.5, and double inverter ACs consume only 3.5. So this is the difference. And another thing, this recently LG has introduced, I am not branding LG, but recently I seen LG, which is most suitable for solar system. That is, they have options to reduce their power from 1 ton to 0.4 ton, 0.4 ton, up to 0.4 ton. That is 40% of the system efficiency. So initially, maybe in the beginning of the night or in the central day, so for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we may record a high cooling system. So we may operate at 100% efficiency. When the time go down or when the time earliest times, we can reduce the percentage of the efficiency of the system so that the consumption also will come down. The solar will be supporting more. Another thing, refrigerator. Old refrigerator, same issue. It consumes 3 times starting current. Inverter efficiencies, 4-star rating, 5-star rating inverters. These refrigerators are consuming less power. 1 unit in one day easily can be supported by the solar. Only the capacity is important. It is not true that this equipment also not able to cover in this. If that condition says, directly they can go for on-grid system. On-grid system will support. For off-grid only we need such kind of replacement or huge capacities. But for on-grid it is not necessary like that. We can go on-grid system. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. We have one more question from the audience. From Balaji B. He's asking like, we are speaking of how much power we can get through the panels. But the method for storing is far important. But what kind of batteries you're using, sir?
We have submitted a proposal to MNRE. I suppose not supposed to talk about that, but even though I am briefing now. MNRE is under approval stage now, along with MGR University. Energy storage device without battery. There are 3 devices we submitted proposal, and we are waiting for the fund, everything they will support us. So in this 3 model, this is going to come within 1 or 2 years in the field, in the operation, in the sales. 1, the daytime solar is abundantly available. We pump the water to the top of the building, and after solar, after evening, we open the water and run the turbine and replace for nighttime utilization. This is one method. The another method, daytime solar is available, run the compressor, keep the air tank full, and after solar, open the air tank, run the air turbine, utilize it. The third method, which is most efficient method, lift the weight from solar and keep the weight at the potential height of 5 meters or 10 meters or 15 meter height, release the potential energy weight by gravitational fall, run the turbine, run the generator, and utilize for the night. These 3 proposals with the design we submitted to MNRE. We are waiting for approval. This is going to come for the very shortly to the field. Now we are giving 2 options. One is lead acid battery, the other one is lithium ferrous phosphate battery. These 2 options we are giving to the customers. So for lithium ferrous phosphate battery itself, having 3 models. One is a cylindrical cell model, other one is a prismatic cell model, the third one is a pouch cell. Pouch cell will give 5,500 life cycles, at least 14 years life, 10 to 14 year life. The prismatic cells will give 5 to 8 years or even 10 years life. Cylindrical cell up to 80 AH, it will give up to 5 to 8 year life. No maintenance, zero maintenance, absolutely zero maintenance. Whereas lead acid bell, you know very well, it is an old method, and this is also giving 5 to 6 years life. And the off-grid system, in the off-grid system, solar system will generate at least 5 to 6 units per day per kilowatt per day. In on-grid system, 4.25 to 4.35 units per kilowatt per day it can generate. Anything more?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sneka?
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable and informative session. Now I request Neha to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I thank our guest, Mr. R. Dasarathan, sir, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this event. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. R. Sundaramurthy, sir, for spending his valuable time on this event and supported us. Next, I would like to thank our beloved HOD, sir, Dr. N. Sivakumar, sir, for his encouragement and guidance throughout this session. Now, I extend my grateful thanks to Dr. B. Hemakumar, sir, who gave us this opportunity, mentored our team, and arranged for this successful event. I thank all the invitees present here accepting our invitation. Last but not the least, I thank my team, Sastika, Kalevanan, Karthikeyan, and myself, who worked hard and made this event a successful one. And also, I thank all my friends for your cooperation in making this event a resounding success. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you. Dasarathan sir, thank you very much for your time and for your valuable inputs.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support. You are always supporting us, and I never forget you and your support. And I want these 3 products also, hopefully 21, 22, 23 will be in the market. Particularly micro inverter, people, everybody is expecting. We may be the second in the world.
Sure, sir. We will have a discussion on that. I am always having something in the back of the mind that I have not provided enough support for you. I'll sit with you exclusively for this and take things forward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, organizers.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Professor.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Thank you to all.